In tonight's trip back down the Pennsylvania Road, Mike Stevens shows us Joe Snedeker's Go Joe ride back in 2007.
It was the 10th edition of Go Joe. You sent us the pictures you took as Joe made his way through your neighborhoods.
I like to think of this as a tradition, as much a part of summer as the St. Joe's Festival itself. Joe Snedeker rides a bike to benefit St. Joe's. This year, through places like Forksville and Farragut, he passed through Shepton, and people were waiting there. And look at the turnout in Wyalusing. Folks wanted to show their support, but then our viewers always have. For 10 years now, Joe has done this, a decade of riding. How many miles he's ridden, how much you folks have donated in support of his ride. We sent out the Newswatch 16 satellite truck, of course. There was a camper in the convoy as well. Don Jacobs went along too. He did interviews and MC work and news reports. Tom Clark was out doing the weather forecasts. Here he is at the Troy Fair. But mostly folks like these in Montrose came out to see Joe. I see him nearly every day and kind of take him for granted. But I am reminded of the important work he does during this week by all of you, like the young person in Pleasant Mount who wanted to say hello, the firefighters from Canton and Troy who came to Alba to visit with Joe. Wherever Joe went, the crowds lined up in a show of support. I'd suspect there are some politicians who would love to have this kind of turnout. But Joe does this ride not for the applause he so much deserves, but for deeper reasons. Those reasons are at a place called St. Joseph Center, and it is for that place Joe Snedeker does this ride, and for that place alone. It's a summer tradition, this ride. Here's hoping it goes on for a good long time. Mike Stevens, Newswatch 16 on the Pennsylvania Road.